Hello, I'm Jomika, and welcome back to BrokeRock Season 2. This is episode 11. And I was just standing here taking a screenshot for last episode, and these two guys are just hanging out staring at me. I guess we'll leave them for right this second. But what I did in between episodes is I removed the water from above, placed it down here so you could just fall right in, and then I also put that in, go down here. Okay, I failed. But basically you can see there what I did is I put a button in to stop the water from going all the way down. Actually, yeah, and then the idea is you fall in the water if you're not moving. I'm gonna have to build like a floor here just so it kind of looks good, and yeah, we'll have to figure out a way to get up. I have an idea. I think I want to use a bubble elevator that will kind of connect everywhere, so you can start from the very bottom and you can work your way all the way up. If I can fly, there we go. So maybe somewhere on the edge here, it's like over here or something like that. We just put in a bubble elevator in the wall, which will go all the way to the top, and we could put buttons in here or fence gates or something like that just to prevent the water from coming in, so you can escape, well, not escape, you can exit the base through here or from the very bottom. And yeah, I think today's episode, where did you guys go? Oh, maybe mob control, you despawned. Today's episode, I think what we're going to do is build a few farms. I definitely need some carpet to cover this up, and I kind of want to design this area, maybe do like a cool star, maybe a J for Jomika or something on the floor here. I'll plan that out, and then we'll kind of get started on that. I think what I want to do over here is do like a cactus farm, and then maybe we also do a cactus shop right next to the slime shop. Yeah, I think I'll do that first, actually. We'll go ahead and do cactus farm. Maybe I'll even start with the cactus shop. Let me go ahead and plan a few of those things out, figure out what direction I want to go with those two, and then I'll join you guys back and we can get started on that. And these poor dolphins, every episode, every time I start talking, I never have any issues until I start talking. Then they're like, hey, look at me. But yeah, we'll go pick them up. Maybe we'll bury them or something, and we can get started on the farm. So in between clips, I set up a little cactus farm here, just a temporary one. I also went back to the old base and grabbed all the cactus from the cactus farm that was there. It is still set up and working as long as somebody's over there. I cooked up some green dye, and we got some lime green dye and then bone meal just to do all that. But what I did is I crafted up some concrete powder for the shop we're going to make, and hopefully the server doesn't crash. Actually, I guess if it does, we'll have double that, but it's fine. I'm going to head over to the shopping district, and we're going to go ahead and start building a pixel art cactus. I think it's going to be attached right next to the slime. I think that would be kind of cool to have both shops kind of, I guess, kind of like a mall, mini mall type thing. And I got my water to turn the concrete powder into concrete, so I don't have to like turn it into concrete and then mine it and then place it again. We're just going to place the powder and just let some water drip down on it, and then hopefully it'll all be in the right place, and yeah, it'll work out. So I will meet you guys over there. We'll go ahead and get started building, and yeah, I'll give you a little progress update here and there while I build it. Okay, it really didn't take me too long to get to this point, but if we come down here, we can kind of see what it's going to look like. I think I'm going to want it twice as tall. There's going to be some more green concrete powder going up, but it'll kind of be something like this, and then some of these mixed in, and maybe something like that. I gotta take a look at some cactus again just to see kind of what we want to do with that. But yeah, I think I want it twice as tall. So I'm gonna go up, I'll extend this up, make it taller, and I guess while we're up there, we can also go ahead and put some of this concrete in place, or turn it into regular hard concrete. That way we can kind of see what it's gonna look like. So we'll just put that up there. And these guys, the phantoms, are around somewhere. I had to sleep just to make sure we got rid of them. But we'll get this one in, and we should have a better idea of what it's going to look like in the end. Yeah, that's looking good. Definitely going to make it twice as tall, and I'll get going on that. Alright, so the shop is done. I changed it around a little bit. We had one single strip going up the middle, but I decided I'm going to change it to have two on the outside. And phantoms are back again. So just one. Oh, that's a creeper. We survived that. But yeah, I got the shop completed. We'll have to fix this. I'll worry about that later. Maybe I should get the creeper insurance from one of the BrokeRockers. It's that shop right over there. I don't remember whose shop that is, but that's creeper insurance. So if any creeper holes blow up, you can get it and he will fix it for you. But yeah, here's the shop as I'm getting attacked by phantoms. On the inside, I changed around it a little bit. I removed the chest that was here. I moved the inner chest in between, and I filled up the shop with as many cactus as I had. We have some lighting up at the top, so at night it doesn't look as bad. And then we have lighting in the corner. I think eventually I'd like to get some in rods in here, make it look a little bit better instead of torches. And yeah, I just went with the slime blocks for the little spikes on the cactus. I don't have any cactus on me, but if we take a look at it, you can kind of see that it's all like kind of a sand color. So I just went with a lighter green. I mean, it's a little bit green, maybe. I don't know. I'm a little bit colorblind, so it's hard to see. But I think that looks close enough, and I think that looks pretty good. Originally, I was going to use black there, but I think that was the old textures. So I just kind of went and just based it on the current cactus. So the next thing we need to do is head back to the base, and we're going to work on the cactus farm. So that way we can keep this thing fully stocked. And I may change the price once we get the farm going from maybe 1 diamond per 2 stacks or something like that. I don't think people are going to be buying cactus that often, but if they need it and don't want to farm it themselves, it's here. So yeah, we'll head to the base and we'll go ahead and get that cactus farm all set up and all automatic. Alright, here is what we got so far. I don't know if I showed you guys this kind of cutout in the floor before, or even if the floor was here. But here's kind of what I meant earlier when I said I wanted it a little bit open, but you could still walk around. I did get kind of the sorting system set up here. So all of the cactus will fall down to the bottom, get washed up, a bubble elevator into hoppers back here. It'll fill up this shulker box first, so I could just come in and grab that and refill the store. Overflow will go into these 3 chests here, and then when these 2 overflow, it will be sent down in here. And my plan is to kind of have it go all the way towards the bottom somewhere, and then into composter and turn any excess into bone meal. But it's going to take a while before we get there. And yeah, I kind of wanted to have it come through the floor so it was still above, like so you could see from back here what it is. Yeah, it is basically done. We just need to fill in this whole area of all the cactus going up to this level here. And then we can call it good, other than we need to decorate the walls and all that. I'll probably decorate the insides there. And we are getting a lot of fish and dolphins and squid floating into the middle. That's where I got this fish from in my hands. The fish usually end up in this little 1x1 area. Some of them will end up in the shulker boxes. I've just been dumping them out for now. I don't really need them, but I was thinking maybe we could figure out a way to stop the spawns. I know if we lowered the floor one more, we could put slabs and that should stop it, or we could just put magma blocks, but I'm not sure how that would work with like the water flowing. It may turn it into source blocks and we don't want that. So I'll have to mess with that at some point. And then if we actually go down here and go down here, this is underneath. I put this in just for looks because I had glass here. Somewhere in here is a slime chunk. So we could also maybe get some passive slime. I have 9 right now just from coming down here every once in a while and killing them. And yeah, that may be something to think about in the future. But what I'm going to do now is go ahead and finish building up the slime farm. The cactus farm. They're both green. And then we can call it good on the cactus farm. Other than decorations, it'll at least be working, and we can make sure we get the shop full of all the cactus we need. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that right now. Alright, we got all of the cactus in all the way to the bottom, and I replaced the sandstone blocks with magma blocks, and anywhere there was a water source I left as either glass or the sandstone down there, and it seemed to have stopped the spawning, which is fine. I was expecting everything to die, but I guess they need a source block if it's a magma block. So yeah, that'll at least get rid of the fish. These were just left over from when I was building, and we're getting a bunch of cactus coming in. So the farm is doing a good job, and it's not being filled up with fish and all that stuff. I guess what we could have done is just done glass all the way around. I think that would also stop the spawning, but I didn't think about that until after I did all the magma blocks, and this will be fine. So we could occasionally get some fish or some bones or whatever going through the system, and that's not a big deal. So the next thing I need to do with this farm is all of the walls. I don't really know what I want to do with them right now, so I think I'll leave it. Actually, there's a fish right there, and they just died, and looks like they didn't drop anything, but that's okay. I do want to bring the chicken farm over, so I think I may do that next. And we can get that done and actually get a source of food down here so I can get cactus and food at the same time. Alright, I got the chicken farm in place. It's definitely going to be a temporary thing, but we already have 7 chickens in here. I put in a little switch here to try and hold the eggs. But after I set it up, I realized that that's not going to do anything because this dispenser is still going to shoot chickens out regardless before it even gets to the hopper. So this chest will never get full. So we can probably just take this out. And yeah, I think that's basically it. I also started over here to dig out the next little like farm area. If we can jump in here. This is a little tricky. I started digging this out. It has the circle going all the way around. I need to dig out the middle here, and I need to figure out what I want to do with the roof. I know this roof is going to be a little bit tricky just because like the roof I think would kind of come to like this level. So maybe we'll just put the roof in like kind of coming around this way and then stopping it around here. But I'll need to figure that out in between episodes. And then while we're here, might as well check on the cactus farm, because I have been kind of AFK off and on. And we can also get rid of this. And we can get rid of this. I'll take those two down, just so we know that those two are done completely. We don't have to look at them. And yeah, I'll probably get rid of all of these chickens as well, because we don't need the eggs anymore. And I had set up kind of just this little thing here. Put a block there. Nothing can come in. No spiders can come through. They should be blocked by the glass here if they do decide to come in. But here is the cactus we have. And there's probably a little bit in there. Those we'll throw back in. I don't know what I want to do with all that stuff. Maybe we set up a filter. And we got 2 more already. But yeah, that's doing pretty good. I did make one trip to the shopping area and filled some cactus that we had in. It's almost full. I also did a little stop at the slime farm so I could refill the shop with the slime. And that's all full. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. So if you liked today's episode, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed and don't want to miss any future episodes, be sure to subscribe. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.